I'm just gonna start recording. What's that old saying? There's like a meme, cracking open a cold one with the boy. Yeah. Oh, you're loud. You're loud. Sorry. A weird start. I'm just starting. 4, 5, 6. Restarting the music. There it is. I'm in a good mood. That's why. Can't blame a guy for being in a good mood, right? So, one of the major reasons why I'm in a good mood. If you've been around for the past couple of episodes, you may have realized or noticed that one of the main issues we have is Nequadria, and it's something I finally dealt with last episode. We have 80,000 of it now. It's so good. Whereas yesterday we had like 200. So this is just overnight. So it's pretty impressive, actually. And it's all because of the efforts I did on... Oh, hang on. Yeah, okay. All of these machines that I added here to deal with it. There's still a little more work to be done, but this is a really good... it's just really good. I pretty much set up the Nequadria line, and there's still a couple of machines that I have to set up, like this Nequadria phosphate dust. I got to do this first. This recipe's already set up. I think it's right here. Yeah, this guy over here. Yes, but we don't have we're not producing this phosphoric acid passively. We're doing it by, how do I say it? We're doing this through level maintaining, and I'm trying to step away from level maintaining because it's a little slow, and I don't want to keep doing level maintaining because me relying on level maintaining was doing preventing us from having 80,000 Nequadria like I have right now. So we got some things to upgrade. So I guess we'll just continue where we left off yesterday and adding more machines to do these recipes. Let me check on something. We are using the Tesla Tower coils out here. I just need to make sure that these guys are working just fine. So that output max display, it says 272. As long as we don't go over that, we're okay. As long as this number doesn't go up. If you don't know what this number means, this is telling me that this is the most current output that this Tesla tower has done. And our limit is 292. But I think it's only that high because we have 64 amps of ZPM power going into the quantum computer. So that 272 is really only accounting for this guy. So as long as this isn't running, we should be okay. But yeah, we'll just continue off where I left off. So is this recipe. This Nequadria oxide mixture dust, we get this from mining. Yeah, so I don't think I have to worry about this. This stuff. Yeah, we get it from mining, so that's where we stop. Indium phosphate dust, we have 25,000. I should probably do something with this, but I'm not going to. I am storing it, though. But it's this phosphoric acid that we should set up next. So there's a bunch of recipes here, and I don't really know what the most efficient one is. It might just be regular phosphorus. How much appetite do I have? None. But that's because we don't actually have a miner picking it up, like a void miner. I wonder why this stuff keeps showing up here. Why? I think our priority system is a little messed up. So right now we have negative 100. And there's stuff going into here. And we shouldn't see it. No, we do see it. So if I check for draconium dust, this says 15,000. Well, this MEHS is really only everything inside here. So yeah, this thing is storing some stuff, and I don't know why. So we have a priority, negative 100. And it should be getting sent to all of this stuff first. And I don't know why it's not going in there. I mean, I can easily just do this. Yeah, and it actually puts the items over there, but I don't want it to. So for example, amethyst. Why is it not going into amethyst? Because you do have a spot for it. But you don't want to go in there. Why not? So how does the priority system work? It's it shouldn't be going into here. And let me see here. 13,000 amethyst. That's how much is in this network. It's a lot of stuff, jeez. But 13,000 amethyst. Let's do some debugging here before I continue. There's 8,000 in here. And then over here should be 5,000. Yes. But why are you going into here? So remember that number. It should be less than 5,000. So if I put it here, where are you going to go? Back here. Why? That's a little weird. You are part of the same network. Let me see here. So these are all priority 0. Except this one is priority negative 100. Why are you not going in there correctly? You think it's the interface? So what happens if I take amethyst out of here and then throw it back in here in the main storage? You show up here. Maybe what's happening is we have recursives somewhere. I wonder how these interfaces work. I don't know what this does. Maybe it's the priority. Maybe they're going into out here. And then the main network recognizes, wait, I have a spot for it. And then it just pushes it back into storage. But still, this doesn't make sense because this is a lower priority. So low priorities or higher priority should be store first, consume last, right? It's a little weird for me. Let me increase the priority to like I don't know, 100. Yeah, and see if this behavior changes a little bit. Okay, now everything's going in here. It's only some things. Actually, not. Okay, this thing got filled already. So no, we want it to be lower priority. Let me take this out here and just. Oh, you're actually slow. How much sulfur do I have? 2.6 millions. Pretty good, actually. Okay. Everything is out of there. Do I even need this ME chest? Like, why is there so... It's always this stuff here also. Like amethyst, do you not have a... hang on. Let me check here. It might be this. You're not sticky, though. This is like the lowest priority also. Yeah. And it's always the same stuff, it looks like. I'm so confused. So there's nothing in there, but why do you go over here? That's so weird. But for like something else that's on the network, like, I don't know, pyrite? Pyrite. Pyrite is filtered out here. It is. But if I put it here, did you show up here? No. So it's something, I don't really get it. It shouldn't treat the items any differently. I mean, this is just a buffer for me to see what else is being produced. This bus has no cache stacks. That's so weird. Sulfur. Why is there sulfur going in here? It's what if I just reduce the priority a little more? I should not have it under this one though, because then items are going to get deleted when they get pushed in there, and we don't want that. All right, try again. The sulfur, get out of here. Okay, this is a hint though. When I put items in here, yeah, they're showing up in here even though I'm putting them in mainnet. So, which tells me that there's something here that's messing it up. I need to figure out how these interfaces work, I think. I feel like those are the reasons that are causing problems. Might be what's going on. There might be some recursive shenanigans going on, and then it just ends up in here. But only for some items, which doesn't make any sense for me. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me check here. Where's amethyst? Amethyst is right here. I'm curious. What's being stored here? It's all of this stuff here. Like that. Antimony. Ardite. It's this storage bus that's being weird. You're weird. You're being very weird. It's not just the storage bus either, but most of the stuff in here is being a little weird. What's your priority at? 0? 0. I think I'm just going to leave it. It still works. As long as that doesn't get clogged. Like, these items are still being stored, but I don't get it. I don't even know where we're getting sulfur from. But I'm just going to leave it. Let's just continue before I forget what I was doing. Anyways, what I was trying to think about was, how am I going to get phosphorus? Do we even need tricalcium phosphate for anything? Don't think so, right? So I'm probably just going to set up a centrifuge to break this down. Do I really need fertilizer? Not really. I don't think so. I don't think so. No. So I think what I'm just going to do is, yeah, set up a centrifuge to just break down all of the tricalcium phosphate we may get. And I think I can just borrow this one. I don't think this one's really being used for anything. Yeah, I'll use this one. All right, let's continue. Energy hatch. I'm probably gonna have to go back into single player or something and figure out what's going on with that setup, because I don't understand it. Okay. I need a maintenance hatch next. Okay. Now what this guy's going to output is, well, we're looking for tricalcium phosphate. Yeah, this stuff here. Am I getting the gem as well? No. So this guy just needs a input, item input, and item output. That weird bug just messed me up. I'm still thinking about it. I don't get it. I'll come back to it at some point. Let's focus what I was doing. It's just gonna continue with setting up machines like this. And then let's get some cable. Okay. Now, before I connect that, I just need to make sure that phosphorus is there. Well, both phosphorus and calcium. Actually, phosphate. Phosphate is probably something I'm just going to throw directly into an electrolyzer, right? Yeah. Which is you. Because I don't think this is really used for much else. Yeah, no, not really. And do you have fluids? Yes, you do. Okay. But I just need to make sure that calcium is somewhere on here, and I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. Let me turn off view bobbing. Oops. I was recording a video and I left it on for a little bit. But I don't like actually having it on. Calcium, I'm looking for calcium. Yes, okay. That pretty much means I can just throw it. And phosphorus. No phosphorus? That's fine. So I just need to add it up here. One right there. And then make sure that it can delete here. And then add it to a storage bus. Right here. Okay. I think that's everything, right? Let me make sure. Yeah, we have to tell it to accept, and then it goes into a filtered over here. So if we have too much of it, it gets voided. Otherwise, it gets sent to this super chest. So if I put phosphorus in here, we should see it here. Yeah. Okay. And then finally set this up to tricalcium phosphate. Yes, and start processing all 51,000 of you. And then once we get a good amount of phosphate going, should delete that. And I should also add calcium to this over here. Oh, there's like 100 of them. How come all of you guys look the same? And this, yeah, turns into phosphorus dust and oxygen. We are storing oxygen. I should have a ton of oxygen now. Yeah, 8.5 billion oxygen. That's pretty good. And how is our fluid storage? I need to confirm that our setup is actually working correctly. Lots of green light, which is good. It does work. That's good. So at this point now we're going to pretty much destroy all of our tricalcium phosphate and turn that into phosphorus. And yeah. And then the next step is to actually turn that into phosphoric acid using this recipe. So let's get a chemical reactor going. And now I guess I'll just put it over here. I find this relaxing. Adding multi-blocks and slowly but surely getting resources in. I really do like that. Okay. And now this guy is going to be... actually, let's fix this up here. Sir, don't be a Naquadoc coil block. That's expensive. Told you this yesterday and you're still doing it. Get energy hatches and then coils. Can't spell right now. Okay. Now what you're going to need is input hatch, stocking input hatch, and stocking input bus, and an output hatch. Stocking input bus, and then output hatch. And I'm out of them. Make like 10 of them, sure. And I'm going to have to filter a cell. I'm not going to use a 4096 because this is just too much fluid. This is 8.5 billion of it. So I think I'm going to downgrade to something like a 64K fluid storage, maybe. Let's go back to this terminal to actually craft it. Yeah, I'm going to use this one. I mean, I can also just use a super tank, because let's use a super tank. Do I need 64 million? Trying to think here. Yeah, let's try it. If it ends up being too much, then it's something I'll have to fix. Yeah, we can use a 64K fluid storage cell instead, just for this. Yeah, let's use it. I'm trying to commit to digital storage. So this guy is going to have stocking input and output hatch. And then you need the cables. Hey, Lizard. What's going on? Yeah. We'll stick with the 64K fluid storage for now, and if I notice that we need more, I'll just upgrade it. What are you stuck on? Nothing, you're just slow. Hurry up. Okay. Now this guy is going to be filtered to phosphoric acid. Right here. Phosphoric acid cell. Which is what I'm trying to make, yeah. And then set the... So this one, don't put a filter here because I don't want it to nonstop produce phosphoric acid. This is really for like excess. But if I'm producing something that I want to stop at some point, don't add it to the fluid storage bus, delete in the matter condenser. No, 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 no. We don't want that. So if I don't do that and I leave this guy here, then once this fluid storage bus fills, or this storage cell fills, then this chemical reactor is going to stop producing phosphoric acid because this entire subnet is stickied. And I do have to add it here, though. This fluid storage bus will need phosphoric acid. I guess we're going to push into here. It's stickied. So if it doesn't fit in here, then it won't go anywhere else. You watch the marimba improv. Yeah, I'm trying to bring the marimba more. I think I really need to get a camera set up so that I can actually, record myself playing. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm very out of practice. It's been so long. Backstory was I played a lot when I was in high school, but I was in high school 10 years ago. And it was only a couple of months ago where I finally got my own instrument. So I'm very out of practice, but it's still really fun. How do I do this? Oh, shift left click 24. And then I think this should be good. If I tell this to input phosphorus dust and then take oxygen, and then we'll just give this a reservoir for the water. Yeah, I am. Yeah, it really has been a while. You have to be daytime. I forgot to put it back to daytime. That's my bad. So no wonder it's a little dark over here. But out of all the instruments that I know how to play, this one has by far been my most favorite. Let's upgrade this to a 1K fluid storage cell. Right there. Oh, this thing is making so much of it. Oh, wow. You're actually consuming so much. Do we really have only... Oh, look at that. It only registers to max integer limit. 2.143. I think that's max integer limit. But we have way more oxygen in storage. We're up to 8.5 billion. But this guy's only 2.1. That's funny. I was wondering, wait, this is kind of wrong. No, we just have so much oxygen. And this phosphoric acid is going to build up. This should be getting put into here. Let me double check. Yes. Phosphoric acid, 12 million is building up. And once this gets stuck, then that's it. I don't know how much this can store. It's probably a lot. Occasionally I do. Right now the focus is marimba, but I have a variety of instruments at my place. The two bigger ones, I guess you can say, is the marimba and an accordion. I do have an accordion also, and occasionally I'll play that. I've never played accordion before I got it, so I'm way less practiced with that guy, but that one's also pretty fun to play. Okay, I'm going to take off the recipe for phosphoric acid now because we're producing this by the boatloads. And I guess pretty much any other thing also take off the recipes for them. So, for example, this guy is doing this recipe here. I can do this. I could just check its inputs and then put it in the terminal right here. And there's nothing in here, so I don't have to worry about that one. But this guy over here, quadria oxide mixture dust. Check the input for this guy. Yeah, right here. Take it out. No. We're passiving everything now. Don't go crafting things now anymore. Remove recipes. This guy. Let's go up. This stuff here. Are you being used anywhere else? You're not. Because I think you're already passive. Oh, it's because I broke it. That's right. And then trinium sulfate dust. You're fine. Enriched nickel oxide mixture dust. Try saying that 5 times fast. This guy, get out of there. We're no longer using you. And now this guy is this fluid. Right here. This is a distillation tower recipe, so I'm gonna take this guy and that guy out. We don't want to do this anymore. Because this is now, it should be fully passive. Now you, low quality quadria sulfate dust. I think it's this guy. Yeah. Goodbye. You, what are you doing? Black plutonium, that, yeah, you should stay there. I need that active. Salt water. What are you trying to do again? Oh, you're making my sodium hydroxide and you're making my sodium. Uh-oh. Sodium hydroxide's having issues. Just when I thought that I was safe. I think it's because sodium hydroxide is heavily used in both plat line stuff and the neck line. Yeah. So I may need to increase this, but I'll leave it like that for now. I'll come back to that if it doesn't cry about it. What are you doing? All this 3 stuff here. Not you, and nope. Okay. You? Oh, I bet you it's you that's doing it. Oh, that's why. we still have 9 million of you. Yeah, get out. What are you even trying to make? What do you do again? A concentrated and enriched aqueduct sludge dust. Yeah, we need to do this though. Yeah. Okay, so we have to increase our sodium hydroxide output here. And I can do that by just upgrading this machine. I'll do it. I'll give it a transformer. This guy. And a UV energy hatch. Shouldn't be too expensive. So this is probably where I should maybe add 2x2s everywhere, like wall shared. Maybe. Hey, Breathing Blonde. Thanks for the raid. I love it. And there's your answer, question, Nassard. The sound that I use for raiding is me playing accordion. I recorded myself a while back and I used it. I think it's I can't hear the alert. I don't know why it broke. But it should be for He's a Jolly Good Fellow, I think, for raiders. I know you can hear it. I can't hear it though, for whatever reason. I almost died by burning my hands. Yeah, there's ways around it. You said you had a backpack though, I think. So you should be able to just put it in your backpack and be safe. And the pizza glove is needed also. I'll just give this a UV energy hatch for now. This thing is being worked on. Quite expensive, but... well, let's see here. Why is this stuff expensive? What's taking so long? Ingots? Yeah, I'm not really worried about that. Transistors, I can probably increase the batch craft to this. Yeah, look how slow this is. And then neural processing units, that's ass line. I can't do much about this. But these two are slow. Flux electron casings are slow. So let's try that. Let's try increasing these things. Oh, there's the forestry bags that you have. Gotcha, gotcha. You're only making one? Nah, make a stack. Yeah, make a stack at a time. We should be rich, I guess. You, 4 stacks. Quadruple. You, I guess 4 stacks? We're making this in the extruder, right? Yeah. Yeah, 4 stacks. Let's do that. Pollution is just... it exists that any machine that has a muffler hatch will produce pollution. And also just any like furnace and whatnot. But over time, it's going to pollute your world and it cause some weird issues. Most players disable it. Like myself, I did disable it in this world. There's nothing against disabling it. It's just kind of, excuse me, it's just kind of a nuisance, I think. All right, so this guy is extruder. Then this guy is circuit 6. And I think I might as well upgrade all of these guys as well to 256. But this guy, random access memory chips, is right here. Like that. And yeah, we'll keep it like this for now, and then we'll see if anything else needs to be sped up. You have to go into the configs and disable it. I don't think there's a command for it, but I know for sure you have to go into the configs to do that. Okay, let's try this. Let's see if it's a little faster. I feel like that's faster. I feel like it's a little faster. Yeah, this is just a, I guess, an important lesson to learn when you're like way later in the game. Whenever you're making recipes, it's way more efficient to just put more items at once. Because if you put, for example, the nano component, these guys, if I just push one, like enough items to make one of these at a time, AE2 is only going to do that, and then the multi-block will struggle because it has to take a little bit of time to do each batch. But if you dump like 4 stacks of this worth of materials into here, it'll actually process everything in one go much faster. And that's so that you don't have to worry about the multi-blocks thinking about a new recipe, because there's a small amount of time there, and that really adds up. Whatever that means, right? So these guys are a little slow. And we're making them right here. I might be able to upgrade your energy here to make them run faster, actually. Yeah, it's fine. Come back to that. So many things to work on. Okay. This should pretty much solve our Nequatria issue. And let me check my cosmic neutronium, because I set up something to speed this up. Yeah, we have 400,000 now. It's not amazing, but it is. It's steadily going up. That's what I'm interested in. So while I'm waiting for that energy to craft, there's some things that I want to actually connect. Laser sources. I crafted these overnight. These are the biggest UV laser source that we can afford, or that are available in the pack. And this is the idea with them. I'm going to be pushing more power into these transformers and into our base. So 3 of them. Target hatch is... The source hatch is energy extracting. So I bet 1,000 clay has to be done manually. It's going to be a journey to collect 3,000 or so for steel. If you need it for the brick, the blast furnace, I highly recommend finding, if you don't know about it, but finding the houses that actually, like the roguelike dungeons, they're made out of bricks, and you can just break these down in a macerator, a steam macerator. And this makes your life so much easier, because this is directly added with clay dust. Well, you're still gonna have to collect clay, but not as much. I recommend that. That's what we did. Just rip apart a roguelike dungeon for brick. And then for the clay dust, what I recommend is finding a mountain that has stained clay, or a biome that has a ton of the stained clay. A lot of the deserts have this, and some mountains are made out of, I think, like cyan stained clay or something like that. And you can macerate this stuff to get the clay dust directly. So that's what I recommend. If you have to build the brick blast furnaces, just rip apart a mountain and roguelike dungeons to so you don't have to mine as much. So there's going to be one here, so 2, and then 1 here. And gets pushed over here. And this is where I'll split it up into other sizes. So I want to push the ZPM ones, 1 here and then 1 here. And then we'll just stick with that for now. So the ZPM ones is, I want 2 of them. 1 to push over there, 1 to push here. Right here. 1,000 is something else for out rare. Yeah. Once you find a mountain, you're gonna have unlimited clay, because it really is like the entire mountain is made out of it. In our playthrough, it was a desert, like an oasis desert that was like that. I want to make 3 of these CPM ones. So 1 going over there, and then 1 going over here. Yeah, we'll do that. Two, right? 1 going left and then 1 going behind me. And then 3 to expand into the other one. Yeah, we'll do that. So 3 of them, and then I need laser target hatch. Uh-oh. Do we already consume all of our phosphorus? That's not good. I guess what I'll do is laser target hatch. Yeah, missing craft. Nice. I don't know about maple. I didn't know about that. How much phosphorus like phosphoric acid do I have? We made 47 million before we ran out of phosphorus. And we have a lot of this. Oh, we have this thorium phosphate concentrate dust. We can throw this in a thermocentrifuge to get a little bit of phosphate dust out of it. Otherwise, indium phosphate dust is I think we'll use this recipe here. I'm going to set up a chemical reactor to basically turn this into indium and tricalcium phosphate because it's getting stuck into here. So we'll set this up. We need another chemical reactor. Let's go over here. Yeah. Yeah, you found it. That's the one. So as far as I'm aware, all pollution does is that if you let it get high enough, it gives you like status effects, like nausea and poison, I think. It'll also kill off some flowers that are in your area. It also turns grass into dirt and then into sand and then into stone, I think, over time. Or maybe it's just down to sand. But it's like I like to disable it because really soon in the pack, I think even in HV tier, you can make machines to make it like redundant air recyclers and things like that. So that it's really easy in the pack to just make it not be an issue. So might as well just disable it. That's my argument, at least. I think most people disable it. You know what? If you want to use Nako.coil blocks, I'm not going to stop you. You guy just keeps doing that. Hey, Jolly Drips, what's up? It's going pretty good. Just continuing with the pack, fixing some things that I've addressed for quite a while. One of the issues is now our lack of phosphorus. Actually, pretty funny, but it's being held up by things like this and things like that. It has been a while. Partly my fault because I've recently changed my schedule to do weekend morning streams, but I decided to return to the weekend nights because I honestly have more fun and I'm more awake. For now, do as I'm told because I don't have a chunk loader and I have to make a lot of machines. You should have a chunk loader by default. It's you can use FTB chunks. It's part of the mod pack. If you're on, I think 2.6, it becomes part of the mod pack. Should be able to use that now. Going to need a stocking input hatch. It's just, of course you need one. You don't need one though. You're just going to be item input and item output. It's disabled. Maybe because you're not. Are you on a server? That might be what it is. Either you're on a server or you're not opt on your own server, which happens. Oh, then it might be because you're not opt on your own server, on your own world. That happens. Stocking input bus and then output bus right there. And they start connecting everything. Circuit 2. So this guy's now powered, connected into our network. And what are you going to do? You're going to do this recipe, which is going to produce indium and tricalcium phosphate. We already have a space for tricalcium phosphate, but not for indium. So I think what I need to do is add a space right here. Okay, have a good night. Thanks for the raid again. I appreciate it. Take care. Put it right there. And then I need to tell this guy to void. I mean, I don't want to void excess indium, but if I'm going to have 65 million of it, then I have other things to worry about, I think. So I'll just go ahead and void it. And then add it here. No, right here. Indium goes right there. And I think that's all I need for this. So you're going to get tricalcium. No, oops. Hang on. These three. So indium, that, calcium, and indium combs. Did you just eat 15,000 indium combs? Oh, it's an LV recipe. You absolutely did eat that many indium combs. It ate all of it. We had 30,000 indium phosphate dusts in here. Oh, that's funny. No, I'm sorry. 12,000 indium instantly. That's great. It's just really funny. Okay. Relax. How much phosphorus did that make me? I don't know, but we ate all of it already. Yeah, it's all gone. Well, we have to figure out something else for phosphorus then. Let's process this stuff here, the thorium phosphate concentrate dust. I don't want to be using this anymore. So we just need a thermocentrifuge for this. Let me take a drink. And oh, you know what it was? I think the recipes here were consuming it. That's probably what happened. And then our base is now generating power, so yeah, that's fine. Okay. Do I make a thermocentrifuge or do I just use the ones that are right here? I don't think this is being used for anything. No, of course you're not. We'll let this run for a little bit, and if this thermocentrifuge is not running, what's plugged into you? Because I might. It's pretty soon. This is all going to go away because I don't want it. I don't want to use it anymore. Oh, it is being used. Yeah, all right, don't touch it. Let's just make another one. I'm gonna need a couple of molecular assemblers. Actually. I'm absolutely just going to add more interfaces right here. I just need to make sure how many, I have enough channels for this. There's 19 channels, so this is enough, but I don't know if Chug Jug has enough channels. Let me check. you have 25. You have enough channels. Yeah, it's going to do the same thing I was doing over here. So add this guy. There we go. Of course. What? You don't know how to make pure Certus quartz crystal? Oh, because I changed the recipe. That's right. Let's figure this out. So we're going to do this in the autoclave with distilled water. Make a stack and then multiply this by 2. So 64 times 2. And then that much times 2. 64. This goes in an autoclave. And then these seeds, we have to change outputs over here. Yeah, no, and you should have crafted way more. This is a blank assembly, right? Yeah. Okay. And then rename this quartz cutting knife. Molecular ass. Yep. Now the pattern I was going to do was crafting a thermal centrifuge. Our lack of phosphorus is going to be a little tricky for us, but you know what? We're not really using this stuff anymore. Yeah. This isn't really being like doing anything, so I think I'm just going to steal this guy. Let's just steal it. And I'll put it over here. Right here. Yeah, perfect spot for it. Oops. You're one block up, aren't you? Yeah. Okay. So, I'm going to give you a CPM energy hatch. Like right there. This is such a weird block. It's a weird multi-block. It's also very picky about where the stuff goes. Like you can't have anything on the top, I don't think. It's just only the bottom. So give this input. No, you need a regular input bus. Yeah, right there. And then output bus. You get a maintenance hatch on the side. And I think that's it, right? No? You need a muffler also. And the muffler is only allowed to be on the side. Or on the bottom layer. Yeah, there it is. It's such a weird multi-block. So give this guy a diode so I can move the power down like that. It's not a transformer, right? No, we want it to be a diode. And like that. Because otherwise I can't plug in power into the machine. It will not work. Okay. I think that's everything. And then we just connect it over. I don't know how many channels I have here. Let me double check. It's been a while since I checked. And 11. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. So this guy's pretty much going to do just one recipe, which is the this one, thorium phosphate concentrate dust. Break it down into thorium and phosphate dust. I think we have thorium ready. Let me double check. Yes, we do. And we have 1.6 million of it. Sweet. Do it. There we go. So this is going to help us out a little bit with our phosphorus requirements. Just get everything out of here and restart my inventory. Take a quick drink. Mm-hmm. We also have this tricalcium phosphate. I can just throw this into a macerator. Which I'm going to do. So I need a stocking input bus. Just a normal one. And I'm going to add it to the macerator we have over here. This guy. How many channels do you have? You might be stressed on channels. Egg. That's how many channels? 32. I think that's why we started borrowing somewhere. I don't know, but there's not no channels, it looks like. Oh, that's fine. I still need to macerate this. Well, am I able to throw it in here? Maybe? This is being stored, right? No, this is not being stored. What happens if I throw it in here? Oh. How the heck do you even produce this? Oh, okay. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it right now, but we should really break this down. Stocking bus, I think, is done. No, you're still being crafted somehow. Oh, you're waiting. You might be waiting on power because the... No, you're not. I just heard you. Why are you so loud? What are you even making? Oh, there's a bunch of random stuff. Oh, yeah. I think it's working on a lot of goodies. 8.2 system is actually doing good. I'm proud of it. Doing a good job. That's something I should probably upgrade. Yeah. Future problem for future burning. So how am I going to get this guy over here to have enough channels? Good question. Are you even going to be busy? No, you should be fine. So what I'm going to do is... I need to give this a stocking bus. And then... I give you stocking input bus. And then get some wireless connectors going. I mean, we also have this guy, but you are being used. Don't touch the things that are actively being used, because You never know when the base falls apart and you break one machine. It's very likely. All right, put that guy there and then connect a cable to it. That's how we'll get to our AE2 network. And we're gonna piggyback off of another channel, I think. Right here. I don't exactly know where I can piggyback off of. How about you? How many channels do you have? 17. All right, you're getting piggybacked off of this guy. There we go. Okay, so this should have a spot now, and enjoy. There we go. Just process all of that. That should help us a little bit with our phosphorus issues. And really, we're only going to have issues until this phosphoric acid gets built up. But it sounds like we may have to set up a miner for this stuff. So tricalcium phosphate. How do we even get this stuff? Apatite. So I think we have to set up a miner for this. And I think the later the dimension, the better. Like, what do we get out of T set E? A whole bunch of stuff. We get salt. Salt might be helpful. Black plutonium. Kaolin at Nether Star. Maybe Nether Star? Do we even have neutronium being produced? 400 and yeah, I think we do. What about Nether Star? 108,000. I may have to set up something for this, yeah, because after we run out of that, I don't think we're producing this anywhere else. So yeah, we got to set up another void miner for this. Let's do it. Actually, where are my quantum? Like these guys. I don't even know what dimension this is going to. Is there any way for me to tell? What are you? Oh, I forgot about this. How bad is a void miner here? Neon. I mean, if you had neon, you should be able to do this, but you don't have neon. How dare you? Isn't this something you can get from this dimension? Rust 128B8, yeah, you can. Do I even have any of that? Nope. How was I getting neon before? Oh, we have a bunch of combs for this. There you go. So 1-1? It's 1-1. All right, just throw it all in the fluid extractor. I forgot about that. We had a neon B for a while. All right, make a void miner. Yes. And set this up. We want the quantum singularity set up. Go ahead and request it. Jeez, this guy's expensive. I see you. You're slow. I think that's fine. Okay, that's probably one thing I can change. Aluminum, definitely. Aluminum foil, definitely. All of this stuff. If it's only crafting like one at a time, I'm okay with it. This is fine because it's a bulk craft. Tungsten steel, yeah, increase the tungsten steel. Might as well. Oh, all of these foils, all of you. Stop moving. Palladium, vanadium, gallium, thin silicone rubber. Yeah, you guys need to get upgraded. All of this fine europium wire also. Yeah, europium fine wire should probably get upgraded as well. Yeah. Okay. Cancel it. Uh-oh. If it's not going into our storage immediately, does that mean our storage is like full? No? No, we got space. We got space. I'm gonna go ahead and cancel like the big dudes, these guys. Continue this though, because I do want a stocking input bus. This would be helpful. And I'm just gonna increase the recipes here just to help out. So this stuff here, gallium foil. Also the vanadium gallium foil. Sir, I need you to be like, yeah, let's do that. Let's do 256 for now. Right here. All right, so that's done. This guy's done. And then aluminum foil. Thin silicone rubber sheet. I don't even know if I'm making it here. I think I am. Am I? I'll just make this first before I forget. Okay. And then what about you? That is a input, everyone. Looking for you out. Well, it's your mate right here. Okay. I think you're in a bending machine 1. Put you over here now. Do that. And then palladium foil. Might as well start moving things to the actual bending 10. Europium wire. How about you? The heck? Why are you only making that much? No, make a lot more. Bending 3. No, it's wire mill 3. Yeah, wire mill 3. There we go. And then something for aluminum and tungsten steel. Should increase you guys to 256. I'm pretty sure our blast furnace can handle that much now. Pretty sure, but I don't actually know how to prove that. Okay. So let's try to make a void miner now. It should be a little bit faster. Just a little bit. I think you're okay though, because I'm making this in an assembler and I'm pretty sure I upgraded this, yeah. I see another issue. These two. HSSS dust, I think it's made. Yeah, already. Can probably upgrade that as well. Fine ruined wire, especially you need to get upgraded. Alright, let's do that. So this guy get upgraded and you as well. I'm going to use this recipe and then upgrade it until I don't know if that's good. Maybe 100. Yeah, just 128. Let's do that. Put these guys right there. And now you. Find Ruidate wire. I need you to make tons of you. There we go. And that's it. That's it. I'm just going to leave it like this, and then if it should help us out. I'm already seeing issues. Alright, I'll leave it like this for now, though. So what else do I need for the void miner here? Actually, this should be ready, right? Yep. Thank you. So I think I should set it up in the Twilight Forest, actually. Because, hear me out. The main focus is appetite. This vein over here is going to help us out. So we can get it in the Twilight Forest. And the Twilight Forest is good because of the magic ore. And we need this for Arcanite, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, this stuff, which we're going to need this for force at some point, and it's just used for a bunch of random things also. Trying to find something that it's really used for. Arcanite plate, probably. But this stuff is made using all of the stuff you get from the Twilight Forest. So I think I'll just make a void miner in the Twilight Forest instead to do that. Otherwise, is there anywhere else I can get this? And appetite. Let me see here. Nepper. Yeah, it's like the only other place you can get this. Nepper. What do we get in Nepper that I'm going to need? Dilithium. Oh, okay. Maybe I can just wait until we set this guy up. Yeah, okay, I'll set it up in T-Set E then. Because we don't need Arcanite right now. At least I don't think we do. But once I put it in Nepper, which I'm going to for the dilithium, then we're going to get it already. So that's just going to reduce the need to make more. Let's make 15 of you. And a couple of these UV machine casings. Alright, let's get to work with getting this void miner set up. So why'd you jump all over the place? Right there. Thank you. Don't need the dirt anymore. All right, we'll connect it. Continue up here. It's just gonna keep going up. Yeah, I don't really have a plan for this. It's just gonna keep going up every time I add another cross dimensional thing. I mean, can you blame me? This is kind of funny. You have one? Okay. And I think that's its void miner is being crafted, which I think it's actually stuck on the tritanium. Because you're trying to craft fuel, aren't you? No, you're making tritanium. It's just a little slow. This is a Fusion 2 recipe, right? So I can't throw it in the compact fusion. That's fine. And is there a void miner we're not using? There probably is. Let me check. This is temporary. But I think I could visit a void miner where I'm not really using it. This one's important, though. That gives us our Tiberium. Which we kind of need Tiberium for this, so I'm not going to mess with that. Enchilada. Let's visit Enchilada. I haven't been here in a while. There's a miner right there. It might just be a HV miner, I think. Yep. What are you doing here? That's funny. All right, remove that. I guess you're coming home. Anywhere else I have a miner. Callisto. Where else can we get apatite? Was it also Callisto? No, T set E is where we get the most. Let me check the... I can probably steal the Callisto one, because I think this one is really only getting a couple of things, which we don't really need anymore. Like, how much diamonds do we have? 253,000. And, yeah, we have a ton of diamond. So I don't think... Wait, I can probably take this one, because it's probably not even running. Yeah. I'm going to take this one. You are coming with me. Because this one was also using the old power setup also. Which, nope. You're coming with me. You're being repurposed. And I'll keep you there. Remove. And let's go to SETI E. What are you? Service block. Sure. Oh yeah. Oh, there's so many mobs right there. Yeah, rest in peace bitrate. As soon as I go in there, I'm just warning you ahead of time. It's gonna look like trash. Let me I'm just gonna go all the way down to bedrock. Because a viewer mentioned this to me last time where they saw this and it just looked funny. Let me get like a ladder so the water doesn't go all the way down. Using vanilla tricks. Right there. Yeah, sure. Okay. And then all the way down at bedrock, which is right here. All right, and just drill into the floor over here. I'm going to set the warp here. / set warp. SETI. Right here. And then we'll rip it apart. And I'm going to leave a bookmark here as well, a waypoint. New. SETI. Void miner. There we go. Okay. And then here, just build this right here. And claim it. you being blocked? But yeah, you are. Bye. There we go. Okay. So you're going to need a auto taping maintenance hatch, which I actually don't know if I have one. Oh, I thought I did. Doesn't look like you're actually that expensive, so go for it. And I'll cancel this guy. You know what? Cancel it and then use the resources that it uses. Yeah, it saved a whole bunch of resources and make a maintenance hatch for me. Yeah, you shouldn't take too long, but I'll just use this one for now, and then I'll come back whenever it's finished. Okay, so this guy needs an input input hatch right here. And then a CPM energy hatch. Well, actually, no, transformer. Because you can work off of LUV. You still need a transformer, though. This guy. Make some space. Right here. Then connect it over here. Our quantum link. Okay. We have a battery in our backpack to jumpstart this. Yep. Thank you. Sir, jumpstart. Oh, it's because you're not connected back home. Hang on. That's my bad. I don't think I did it. I missed a step here. Yeah, I did. Wireless setup kit. I'm supposed to connect you to this guy. Yeah. So now it's connected to the network and I can connect it out there. Then I should be able to plug it in, jumpstart the network, and then you'll see that this fully charges itself now, which tells me that it is now working. Okay, so now you're jump started. Make sure that you're claimed. Yes, you are. Give this an exporter and a P2P. So this guy is going to take xenon to give more rates. This guy is going to accept ZPM power, step down to LUV, and make sure that's an LUV energy hatch so I don't cause an explosion. Yes, you are. So GTEU, you're going to be ZPM power. Be careful, because if I plug it into UHV power, that explodes. You have two separate power networks on the AE2 system. And then you're missing something, because how longer until you're almost finished. But I'll just give this a regular maintenance hatch for now, then I'll replace it later. You can take these mining pipes. And you also need a output bus. Right here. Okay. All right, so there should be another void miner running that's going to give us appetite and other stuff as well. Basically everything that shows up here. And I think even like nether star vein, because I didn't know if we had that available. course, that's going to mean we're going to need more super chests, so that's fun. Yeah, it's going to be a little fun, but that's fine. I guess I won't. I'm decided not to use the super chest. I'm going to stick with the drives. Yeah, I'm going to stick with the drive network, but we just need to make sure that we have enough of these. Yeah, we have plenty of them. Because I think the 4096 storage cells store as much as a super chest. I mean, let me double check. I think the AE2 quests tell you that. Doesn't even tell me. You can't read numbers. It's a lot. Oh no. Don't look at that. Universe in a bottle? What is this? I've never seen this one. So you came up with speaking different again. Oh, is this just a lot of oh, it's you times 63. Are you really gonna need this many items? Allows you to store up to 63 different types of items without the universe collapsing in on itself. That's sounds funny actually. All right, this should be set up now. Is my maintenance hatch done yet? You're crafting now. I guess we'll wait around for that. I have to make sure that there's a infinite maintenance hatch here, so we always have this being produced. I guess while we're waiting around, we can always just set up 10 of you. That's a good thing we have these guys stored. Can I make 5? Go for it. Sir, hurry up. You're slow. There, it finished. Maintenance hatch. Thank you. Right there. All right, so this is going to give us items through the output bus, and then your power just fine. Everything is good to go. Yeah. Now, whether or not the actual ore miner or the ore processor can keep up, I got no idea. Uh-oh. I don't know if it can keep up. But look at that. We are getting tricalcium phosphate, which is great. That's what I was looking for. It's going to struggle, I think. But yeah, we're probably going to have to upgrade this. That is expected, though. This guy's running UV. So I think if I give it UHV power, we should be fine. But once I get this transformer going, yeah, I'll bring the cables over here. I can probably just upgrade it now, actually. Yeah, it's going to struggle. Isn't there another option we can do? Yeah, let me change mode here. What kind of modes can you do? I'm going to pause this for a little bit. Macerate, ore wash, macerate, centrifuge. Macerate and macerate, centrifuge. What if I just do that? This is like super efficient, but if we have so many resources coming in, does it really matter? I don't know. I'm curious. Let's just try this for now. Did it work? Did it eat everything? No? Oh, I guess you had to restart it. feel like it's doing more. Uh-oh, you might not have space. Yeah, you might not have space. I need to upgrade your output. Okay. Well, don't I have an output bus with infinite items? I do. Let me use that one. He grandfathered. It's okay. Oh, yeah, there it is. There it is. Oh, yeah, produce all of those resources. And then now just make sure that it's actually able to keep up. I feel like it is. If it's able to do them faster. Uh-oh. I'll watch it for a little bit. But we're going to have to filter some of the stuff in here, I think. Yeah, I have a lot more items. Uh-oh. Now, this is going to be weird because there's some things here that just don't make any sense. Because we already saw some things that are already filtered, but they keep showing up in here. And I don't like that. So I think what I'm just going to do is have another ME chest on the side over here. No wood. One day I'll fix it. And I guess we'll get a quartz fiber. Why are you slow? I gotta upgrade that. Okay. ME chest. Then quartz fiber. So what I'll just do is have a to get a cable here. This guy, insert plug in correctly, like that. And then I'll just whenever I want to add items to the filter, I just dump everything, and this tells me this is new stuff. Everything in here is new. You don't have aluminum, really? I guess not. Okay. How much more space do I have up here? Let me check. 1, 2 more spots. I guess you can be aluminum. And then 1 more spot over here. Nether stars, sure. Okay. And then take this out. It's just so much stuff in there. All right. Okay. What are you doing? Oh, oil sands ore is can't be processed, right? Yeah, you can't throw this in a macerator, so it's just gonna exist. If I need a sand, there it is. That's nice though. If it can't process something, it just throws it. Just throws it out. Maybe that's what it is. Because it's not able to output it, like process it. I don't actually know. It's fine. Anyways, I'm just gonna throw it in here and then check what else needs to be filtered. Appetite. Is that all the appetite we're getting? Yeah, most of it is here. I don't feel good about voiding a lot of the resources. I think I want more. No, let's just do this, and then I just have to upgrade the power. I think it's the best thing I should be doing. Because this is skipping a lot. This is skipping 1 step, and it really does add up. It's a little slower, but it tells me I'm going to have to upgrade this. And it looks like it was able to keep up the other method, but I can just upgrade the power here to take care of this. Okay. Yeah, now we're getting appetite. Okay, so let's set this up. We want to do 10 items at a time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and then we add a drive here. I think this is going to be a lot more compact if I set it up like this. Oh, you're full. Oh, yeah, I like that. That's good. So now oxygen is going to be getting deleted, I think, in here. Anyways, so what I need to do, I had added aluminum in here and nether stars, so I have to also do that here. And aluminum. Game over love matter what. And then I need to add filters for all of this stuff. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So this guy is going to be appetite. Then appetite dust. Borax. Calcite. Callisto. Fuller's earth. Garnet sand. Glauconite. Ilmenite. And kaolinite. And then give those items over here. So appetite, dust, borax, calcite, Callisto ice, Fuller's earth, garnet sand, glauconite, ilmenite, and kaolinite. I think that's everything now. Go all there. Bye. So, and then we take this out, throw it there, and rinse and repeat. Next 10 items. Let's get a drive going. And then have the 4096s. I would like 10 of you, please. I'll make 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. These are the items I want. Let me take a drink before I start. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, over here. So lapis dust, lazurite, dust, ledox, lepidolite, magnesite, nether star dust, oil sands, opal, and perlite. And then we have to filter this as well. This is the most exciting part of it. Having to do all of this filtering. So exciting. You know, you guys love this. All right. Last lapis 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. And then we add the drive over here. So this would have been 20 super chests already. But now that I'm doing this, it won't be. That's why I want to move to drives. I had a lot of fun doing the super chests, but the drives are a lot more compact. It's a little more expensive, but it's more compact, and that's what I'm looking for. Okay, next group of 10 is going to be pyrochlor, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's get the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And have these guys ready for next time. Okay, let's get to filtering. We got to do this a couple more times. So you get pyrochlor. You get roasted iron. Rock salt. The rock salt crystal. And then salt. Oh, so salty. And then salt crystals. What's the difference? Soda light. What about soda heavy? I'm sorry. It's supposed to be. Had to. Tanzanite. And tanzanite dust. All right, did I forget anything? I probably did because I was joking around like that. Add the other drive over here. And then add the filters to this guy. I should have enough space. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there. Okay. This should be ready now if I take this guy out and throw it in here. And then we have one more item left. Zeolite. Whatever that is. Oh, we actually get a good amount of stuff from this. Not that I'm going to worry about it, right? I'm still going to filter it like normal. Let's get another drive going, and then one of the 4096s. Just one this time. So this one is just going to be zeolite. And then filter it to zeolite. Okay, I was like, wait, I have two different ones. I can put this guy here. This one for zeolite, and I should be good to cycle it. And now there's no more. So let this collect a whole ton of stuff that piled up here. And then I'll just throw it here. One, phosphate. It is getting produced from ore mining, I think. Yeah. So I do have to account for it. I mean, do I need to? No, I don't need to because it gets processed in the yeah, all this stuff is getting processed. So I'm not gonna worry about it. If it clogs up, then yeah, it'll clog up, and I have to fix it then. But for now, no, I'll leave it like that. How are you doing? So you're having an issue because you just produced so much magnetite. Chill. Oh yeah, that's what it is. It's just too much iron in here. That's actually really funny. How much magnetite do I? Oops. How much magnetite do I have in the storage? Oh, that's a lot. Well, if I needed that much oxygen, that's a lot of oxygen. Yeah, but you know what? That's fine. Um, what I would like to do is how much phosphorus are we getting actually? We have phosphoric acid almost clogged up. Let me double check if it's actually ready. Halfway. So you do like 128 million phosphoric acid. So I think 64K was too much. But once it fills up, we're not going to consume that anymore. But I should do something about the all the apatite that we're going to get now, because this stuff I can turn it into other things. Uh, like apatite plates. Yeah, I don't think you're really used for much. I know there's some things that use long apatite rods, but it's only forestry stuff, and we're not really working with forestry right now. Yeah, if I need more industrial, like more mega apiaries, which I don't, I really don't. So I think I'm just gonna process this down into apatite dust. And is this used in anything else? Doesn't look like it. So if I set this up to be electrolyzed, for we should be good. Yeah, okay. I'll set this up to be macerated, and then apatite dust to be electrolyzed. But this thing is going to output chlorine as well. Yeah, chlorine. I just need to make sure that I have a spot for chlorine over here. I do. It's one of the first ones I added, actually. Yeah. How much chlorine do I have stored in here, actually? 1.1 billion. I just have so much oxygen. That's crazy. Okay. So I should be able to add that here. The apatite. There we go. And then the actual crystals, I can add them over here. Aw, 130, that much. This is probably going to break some, yeah, just a little bit. This is probably going to break some processes, right? But you know what? It's fine. I'll leave it there. Hey, Besa. What's going on? Making some good progress here. Mostly with ore processing. So I really do need to upgrade this. And what I'm thinking of doing is I need to increase the energy hash this guy's getting. Like the power. So what I'm going to do is craft the laser targets. I'll try to craft 3 of these. And then laser source 3 of these guys. So I can start moving big power over here. And then I can no longer rely. So yeah, so I don't have to rely on the Tesla coils. In my new run, I just reached HP. Hell yeah. At the rate you're going, you're probably gonna catch up to me. You'll beat me. Easy. And no, I'm not joking. I'm one of the slower ones. That's okay though. I'm still having fun with it. So we'll leave this crafting. It's actually almost done. So I think what we'll do is just leave this crafting for a bit, and so I can take a break. As it's been 2 hours, I should really stand up for a bit. I'm feeling like a shrimp. And then once we come back, hopefully these lasers are finished. Actually, and let me also get the, what do you call, the vacuum pipes? We have plenty, but make 100 of them just in case. 100 more. They're actually not that expensive. No, once you have osmium, they're not very expensive. So I'll take a quick break, and then we'll come back here. After I address space, set up some diesel processing so I can actually get HP power without immediately hitting power failure. Yeah, don't be like us that relied on a single HV gas turbine running benzene to power our entire base. Yeah, don't do that. And there's proof. There's actual video proof of us doing that. So don't do that. No, spend the effort in making more than one turbine. I know, but like it's like even back then, people have said, "Oh, you guys are not going to survive that far." Those same people were farther than them. They're the ones that doubted, and look at us out here in UEV, still doing the same thing with like one machine powering everything, right? But hey. Anyways, we're gonna leave this crafting for a bit, and I'm gonna take a quick break, and I'll be right back. A couple of minutes. You guys should drink some water and sit up straight as well. Thank you. And here he is. So I kind of wanted to try something. I'm probably gonna regret this a lot, but let's say every like I get on this video, I will add one rubber ball or one rubber band to it. I have a whole pack of them here, just waiting to be used. I need your love. I need your time. I need to be free with you tonight. I need your Okay, enough. Fix it. I don't know how well you can hear that. Thank you. Okay, I'm back. Okay, gotta catch up on what Bez said. Music. Gonna craft a couple of HV miners ASAP and then go plot them down on magnetite veins. Oh, that'd be pretty good. Oh, you're not AFKing. That's the thing that servers have advantage, like a huge advantage over single player worlds. That we can just walk away and the world still runs. I'm excited. That's I think that's be pretty cool to have a playthrough that's just single player, no AFKing, because that's gonna really force you to like fix your stuff, right? Instead of just like, we can wait 50 hours for this to process. No. That's pretty exciting. Okay. At least we got one of them crafted. That's good. Are these in the correct spot? Circuit 3. Yeah, you should. Yeah, you're in this correct spot. Like a couple of times I accidentally went AFK when I left the house, but it's never been useful AFK. And yeah, I get you. If anything, I've just run myself out of whatever power I had. I get that. Yeah, we have to upgrade this. And I'm going to try giving it a UHV energy hatch. So the bad thing about these guys, about the ore processor, is that it does not accept multi-amp hatches because he's cringe. You would think that such a late game multi-block, is absurdly expensive multi-block. Like, look how I can actually make another one if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. You would think that such an absurdly expensive multi-block can use multi-amp patches, but no, it can't. No lasers either. Most of the time, if it accepts lasers, it also accepts multi-amp and vice versa. So it's running off of a UV energy hatch right now. So I'm going to upgrade it to UHV and see if it can actually keep up. Because it was able to do 2 void miners, but as soon as I add a third one, it freaked out. Yeah. Okay. Let me check here if there's anything else that's been collected. There's 2 things in here now. Try calcium. Oh, this stuff gets processed, so I don't mind. You can stay there. All right, we should be good. I just needed to upgrade it. And part of my upgrading adventures is I'm in the back rooms. There's nothing here. Is upgrading the lasers, which is what we're crafting. We already made the couple of them. I just need to wait for this to process. It's just that this is a little slow. I'm actually going to give this more power also once I can afford it. Let me cancel you. Actually, I don't need you right now. I'm waiting on this stuff over here. You're slow. Get a drink here. It's been so long since I've been in the like pre AE2 era is what I consider early game. It's been so long, and it feels like such a different game. I think if I were to go back there. Absolutely. So let me get the things here. I had like a shower thought right when I was thinking about this. Is the ideal way to set up the target hatch, like all your lasers, is just to make everything that directly connect the main power branch to the biggest you can afford. So for us would be the UV 16384s, and just do that the entire branch, right? This is technically a branch off because that's only powering the EBF and the vacuum freezer. But this would be a main branch still. I think that's what I want to do long term. But these guys are expensive. So I'm going to craft these overnight. Yeah, they're pretty expensive. I would love to have the component assembly line, though. I'm going to need this. Super expensive, though. But once I craft this, oh, man. I think it's going to help us out so much. What I also need to do is figure out how much power is being pushed across everything. But I think I'm going to rely on, I don't know, actually. I'll think about it. For example, like how much power is this guy outputting at max? So I want to plan for max. Like maybe put a sign. Can I change these signs? Like, no, I would like to. So I think these guys, oak fancy signs. No, I don't want to use those. What about clipboard? How expensive are these guys? I think I want to use a clipboard. I can put a clipboard on this guy. I'm scared of right clicking this and it blows up. No. Can I put it on the floor? No, but I can put it next to it so I don't break the thing. Let's get like a piece of Cupid. And then, yeah, set up a recipe for clipboards. You know we're in a weird tangent when we have to set up a recipe for a clipboard. Allow crafting and substitutions. I don't even know what that means. Do this. And then put this in the molecular assembler. Sweet. That actually works. Okay. So all I'm trying to do is have a way to pretty much... I could put it there. Okay. Have a way for me to tell myself in the future, like how much power is being output. So I don't keep forgetting it, and then I can plan for like really big power inputs everywhere. So right now this guy has 64 amps. I'm going to get a calculator on the side here. $64, and this guy is 16 amps, which is also 64 of CPM. 64, and then 64, and then this guy is 64 amps of UV. Jeez, but that's for that guy, but I'm still going to count for it. So this is going to be 64 times 4, which is 256. And then we have 16, 16, 32. Yeah. So the amount of output amperage is 544. 544 amps ZPM output. You can go right there. So once I actually have the main power branch, I think I'll set this up overnight. I'm going to add more of the big ones. And then I could just add up everything separately and do that. But this is telling me that once I have 544 amps in here and I have a total possible 1024 being pushed into here. So I still have like 500 amps of CPM to work with, which is actually quite a lot. But I'm actually going to upgrade this to 4096 once these guys are crafted. And it looks like we're still waiting for the pumps to finish up. Uh-oh. It looks like the base has to generate power. It is. Turn on the streamer switch. I actually made passive polyethylene and LV this run because screw having to manually craft that. I don't know if you guys remember, but like I was manually crafting like everything. Like a what? Like up until like IV probably. I think once I got the remote terminal was really when things started looking up for us, and I stopped doing that. It really is. I put it off for so long. I think even right now I still craft it. No, we have a no, we just have a backup of it. Yeah, it passively crafts. That's funny. How much rutile do I have actually? Hella. You made one large manual batch. That's funny. I made so much. How are you doing? Yeah, you're absolutely struggling. So this is how I'm going to power the base, I think. Is we have an active transformer under the center block. In this case, it's the electrolyzer. And if I want more active transformers, I can just do that. So the next one will go under here and then power these machines separately. But I think the biggest expense in this project is the laser hatches. So I think what I should focus on is being able to make a ton of these guys. Like let's say I want to make 10 at a time. What am I missing here? This is a really big hint. This is telling me that I'm missing one of the fluids. And of course it's circuit crafting. I'm not even surprised. It's being able to craft these circuits. We need to be able to make them more efficiently. Why? I mean, I can make 100 right now, but I think the lack is our fluid. Growth catalyst medium. I don't know why we have so much of that. One of the bigger projects was us manually crafting, or not manually, but passively crafting the raw biocatalyst medium. I also haven't used the healing axis run. That's impressive. This is the first thing I crafted. I don't know how you're doing that. Oh, you don't keep the nutrition buffs, right? It's I don't remember what hotkey is it. Oh, it's this one. Yeah, I'm at 50% nonstop. Is there like a superfood I can eat to just keep it up? Okay, you got these three. And these three, though. So this is where I shut off the entire base. Hello, Allie. Yeah, this is where I shut off the entire base, but I think what I'm going to do first is disconnect everything. I don't actually know. I never really know how to deal with shutting down the base. And I think what I'll do is just cancel everything and disconnect these guys. So right here. So if I cancel everything and then break it so that nothing tries to craft, I think everything is okay, and then just leave it for a little bit. Make sure that no machines are running over here. Yeah, because if I shut off the power right here, well, actually, you're running off of the Tesla coil, right? Yeah, I don't really know a good way to do this. Just turning off the output of the capacitor without shutting off the entire base. That's fine. I have to do this. So let's do this. Has problems. You always have problems. Oh, shush. So we turn it off and then start upgrading everything. I should be able to do this. Let me check if laser vacuum pipes. I don't think I need that many, actually, because these guys are already working. Drink of the day.
What's the drink of the day?
Allie, I'm trying to save the base, and you're out here telling me to check the drink. Water. I won't show the camera, but I also have peach beer. It's the same brand that makes the sour pickle beer. Source hash is what I'm looking for, right? Energy extracting. Yeah. Let's check here. Hang on. Sorry, the pickle is just way better. Laser target. So this guy's going to accept that much UV power, and then you're going to push that much UV power. And pause this. And then again, this guy's going to accept target hatch, that much power. And then you going to push that much power. And then this guy, I pause this one. And then this guy is going to accept a lot of power. I think that's all I would need to do. And then go ahead and paint everything to green. Yeah, it's the same color. UV 16384 amps laser source. Target. Target is input, source is output. Got to remember that. Source is output. Target is input, and then source is target is input, source is output. And like that. Maybe I should have done a backup, right? Alright. No explosions. Just watch the whole base explode. About to hear me jumpstart or just get scared. Alright, all of this is powered, and then actually I gotta turn this guy off also. Because I want this to push power. So this guy and that guy will get replaced with 4096 sources. Laser source hatch goes right here. And you go right here. And then all the way over there at the blast furnace, this guy will be laser source hatch. No, target hatch. Yeah. And then this guy is a laser target. I'm getting a little confused here. And this guy is the laser target as well. The new one, laser target. And all my machines are shutting down now. Uh-oh. Laser source hatch. Break that. This is source. And I think that's everything. And then I gotta paint everything. So you are laser target. Uh-huh. And you are laser source. Let's go ahead and connect you. Start moving everything. You're chunk loaded, right? Yeah. That's actually very important. Okay, good thing I didn't mess it up. You're a target hatch. And connect it. Okay, you should be a source hatch. Yes. And you are source. And you are target. Uh-huh. I'm not going to mess with these guys yet. Well, I might be able to actually. I'll hold off on it. I did say I want to upgrade the blast furnace, right? And then you are laser source, target, source. I think we're good to go now. I think. You're connected, right? Source, target, yeah. You're already running, okay. You're running. Turn on. No explosions. Explosions not allowed. You're powered. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then this guy, I actually need to build it. I can just build it like this, actually. Mm-hmm. Oh, you need a superconductor. Really? I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, I gotta connect all of my AE2 stuff to actually start crafting. Right here. Okay. Now, you guys should be running now. I think the entire base has to rebuild. Or I took off that recipe. No, it's good to go now. Just throw everything back in storage. Active transformer. What's the block that you need for this? High power casing. That's what I need. Okay. Yeah, I just need to craft this stuff here. Yeah, these machines aren't running. Let me check over here. What do you mean? Oh, you know what? Yeah, I gotta turn this guy on too. or or bases got shut down. All right, let's turn off the streamer switch. We need that. That's what it's for. This guy is going to take a little bit to actually jumpstart, but this guy's really strong, actually. Let me check how much power it's generating. 101 million. That's pretty good. Him alone should be able to cover it. And then this guy does an extra, like 10 million, I think. And then you got this guy, this cute guy. It's like 2 million. The nitrobenzene. Yeah, that's what kind of concerns me when I have to upgrade, because at some point I'm gonna have to upgrade the power branch, and I don't really know a good way to do that, because really the only thing you can do is like pause your machines, and that's gonna cause problems everywhere. But using the 16384 is going to be good for the meantime, because that's a lot of power. And it's 16384 amps of UV is going to carry us for a while. Yeah, it's going to take a while for base to jumpstart. How are you doing? All right, the Tesla tower's already powered, so you should be good. I guess this is why whenever I place a machine, I should probably give them a machine controller, but only activate like once every 10 minutes or something like that, or I don't know. Have a lever. I really don't know. So it looks like this guy is going to be stuck. The blast furnace is stuck, of course, but this guy over here is... I don't even know where I'm making this. Where am I making you? It doesn't highlight. Uh-oh. Hang on, I can figure it out over here. Right here, electric implosion compressor. See, now you highlight. That sounded scary. And then the blast furnace is waiting for the base to actually jumpstart, because that guy's one of the bigger power consumers. I wonder what's stored. Like, something is consuming so much power. I wonder what it is. There's no power loss involved, right? I wouldn't think that the power loss does anything. Especially not that much. Only 0.004% power loss. There's no way that that's a problem. I wonder what it is. Because we're giving this a lot of power and it's just not building up. So there's something here that's consuming so much of it. I don't actually know what it is. I didn't break it, right? I cancel. Oh. Might be you also. No? No, this shouldn't be an issue. Let me see how much this guy's doing. It might be the Tesla tower itself. You're consuming 20 amps of CPM, which should not be anywhere near enough for 100,000, because 20 amps of CPM is what? 131,072, I think, or something like that. Times 20. It's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No, only 2 million EU, not 100. So something's consuming that much power. I don't know what it is. I got to figure it out before the entire base goes bye bye. Let me check here. This guy has enough fuel to run for a while. So I'm not concerned about this one. Is it a problem that I don't know my own base and what's consuming this much power? Yeah, probably. Shouldn't be you, though. You're not running, right? You should not be running. Okay, the streamer switch should be off. Streamer switch is off. Let me check on this guy. Yeah, this guy's running just fine. Biocatalyst broke. Of course you did. I need to set this up to be passive. Actually, no, you didn't. Oh, this guy did. Yeah, every time it breaks, it's going to really mess us up. Actually, no, as long as it's like that, then we're okay. Helium plasma is being produced. I don't know what it is. Is there like an internal buffer these things have? I'm a little concerned. Oh, it might be the internal buffers that they have. I guess that makes sense. Let me check. I think it's, yeah. Oh, yeah, they have a buffer. Probably should have realized that. Yeah, 206 billion each one, and there's 3 of them. So the base has to like basically jumpstart itself 3 times. That's what it was. Yeah, okay. Nothing to be concerned about. It was just filling the buffers. Okay. I'm glad. And now we're building up. That's good. Yeah, because our supercapacitor can only store 600 billion. And each of these guys can store a third of that. There's 3 of them, so we technically have another 600 billion in there. That's actually really good. I didn't realize that they had an internal buffer. I'm in the back rooms. Get me out of here. Okay. Nothing to be concerned about. We just had to wait a little bit. Okay. So let's continue with what we were doing here. I wanted to craft a superconducting coil block. Start that guy, and let me see what machines are not working anymore. Hexafluorosilicic acid is the chemical reactor, which this guy, but that guy's not going to work because our base is trying to jumpstart. But now that we have power, I can go ahead and turn that on for a little bit. And actually get the processing going. The blast furnace, I think what I'm going to do is upgrade it. Because this guy is kind of the bottleneck. And this is what I'm going to do. Give it another laser hatch. So right now what this guy is seeing is 256 amps. I think I'm just going to give this a 1024. So this is going to quadruple the power. And then for the actual, this guy, I'm going to keep him at 64 amp. And then we'll see. We'll see if that's does much. I didn't learn my lesson. My base is probably going to shut down again. So let's break you. And then give this source. And then break you. Oh, there's a person in there, I forget. Target. $1024 amp, 1024 amp laser source. Yeah. All right, go for it. Start getting tons more power than you were getting before. Well, it's really just 4 times the power. This guy's getting stuck somewhere. Cancel. Just cancel everything. You heard that right. Wait. It turned on for an instant. That's funny. Currently uses 18 million. That's pretty good. We're at UMV power. Look at that. Hell yeah. I'll just leave it there. It's going to help us out. Absolutely, though, the streamer switch is something that we're going to need because we're going to be pumping so much power into here. You're stuck on something. I don't think it's you. It's not you. Ass line might be broken. No data. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. Turn that on. Yeah, because this also got shut down. Okay, so now I know if I'm going to upgrade my power branch, my power spine, I think is the appropriate term. I got to be sure that I can generate a ton of power and then just wait for it to jumpstart. We're going to have to wait a little bit for that. Because I think we have the potential to consume way more power than we actually generate. But we don't actually consume that much power. And that's what the streamer switch is going to be for. So this is a recipe I have to fix. And maybe I can even fix this. Nah, I'm not going to. Let's go ahead and fix this recipe. This guy. I think I'm just going to max it. We're not using space-time. We're using, I guess I'll use liquid helium. I don't know how many stacks this is. This is 480 divided by 64 is 7.5. 320 divided by 64 is 5. This should be enough. Am I really going to make that many wires, though? No. Let's do 120. This is in Ass Machine 9, right there. So the superconducting coil is finished, so I should be able to connect it to this guy out here. There we go. And yeah, you're technically can be turned on, but there's nowhere for the power to go. So I want this to be UHV power. So I'm going to make a UHV energy hatch. And then make a bunch of superconductor. So it's how much is one UHV? And so 16 CPM amps is 4 amps of, it's 16, okay. So I need a 16 amp dynamo hatch. That's what I'm going to use. And let's make a bunch of CPM superconductors. I got plenty of these guys. I'm only looking for 16. That should be enough, actually. So I'm going to be connecting it over here. Oops. Which one's closer? That one. Let's do this. Okay. And I'll go ahead and connect it over here. And I'm not too actually, I'm not even sure if, I mean, it should be able to cover 3 of them. Oh, yeah, you need help. I gotta turn it on, though. I think giving it a UHV energy hatch should be good enough. This thing's waiting for the ass line to finish up. I think that's what I'll do next, is actually upgrade the ass lines. Give them even more power. Right here. UHV should be enough. If it's not, then I can just upgrade all of this to extra cables. 2x cables and give it more power. But you're absolutely going to be a UHV because I need you to do that. You know you love the spray can ASMR. $64 amps is too much. Just need 16. Okay, that's done. Yeah, this guy's done. And then the UHV energy hatch is done as well. What do I need for a UEV energy hatch? Actually, how fast? How far away are we? Let me check here. Hello, Unholy Carp. That's a pretty good name. It's a pretty interesting name. How expensive is this guy? It's just a... Oh, we can't do this yet. We need to get to tier 9 mothership. So we're not quite there yet. So I'll hold off on it. You're powered off. Yes, you are. 16 amp dynamo hatch can connect right there. And connect. And I can turn this on. There we go. So now you're outputting 16 amps of CPM, which does correspond to 1 amp of UHV. And then I'll see if this guy can actually keep up with it, with the amount of ores that are coming in, because this is running off UV power. Let's just upgrade it. So I gotta break that guy. Then do this, break this. No. This needs a UHV amp, and then you gotta step up like twice. we can use this one, and I need that one. Okay. And then I need the, what do I need again? Soft mallet and wrench. So you need to step up, and point upwards. So this is outputting UHV. This is outputting UV, facing up, and I think that's it. That's all we need. All right, so now your UHV power, and you should be a little faster now. Let's see if this works. Yeah, see now it's UHV power. I'll leave this running for a little bit, and we'll see if it can actually keep up with the demand, like the amount of resources that it's getting. If not, then I probably have to upgrade it again. It's getting a lot of ore. Right, but that should be dealt with. Come back to that later. And then we now have this guy. So I think what I want to do is any new machine that I add, I'm going to try to connect them to the power network down here instead. So it sounds like I'm going to want another active transformer. But I'm going to hold off on this until I'm going to do this for next episode, I think, where I'm going to upgrade the main, anywhere that is the main power branch, to go ahead and just upgrade them to 16384, so I have less to worry about. And it's just going to give me a lot of room for error. So I don't really have to think about how much power is going into the machines. If I need more, then just give it big power. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that looks like it's enough. It looks like it's able to deal with the amount of resources with UHV power now. I mean, it still has 4,000 sulfur. Jeez. Yeah, it's going to struggle the most with sulfur and magnetite. Is there anything else in here that it's stuck with? Yeah, stuff just keeps going in here, and I don't know why. I will never learn why. And I think this one is just, yeah, okay, so I don't have to worry about this. Let's check on some of the other machines that have probably stopped because we ran out of power. Yeah, like all of these guys. Shut down due to power loss. Shut down due to power loss. Yeah, it's a big no-no. That guy's fine, though. I think this is what the machine controllers are for. Yeah, so I think I'm only going to work on the passive machine, so anything past this line, I'm going to be doing this over here. Or if I give a machine controller onto each of them pointing up. And each one is going to be disable with redstone and upgrade the current tick rate to something like shift. I forget. Is it alt? Hold control to adjust by more steps per click. 60 seconds. Yeah, that's what I do. So every minute it's going to try jump starting itself if it ever runs out of power. This one I don't have to do that because the control is already on the neutron accelerator. So I'm going to keep all of my passive machines, machine controller on top. So that if we ever have to upgrade our power again, we can just restart it like this. And then I can use a copy paste tool. I think I have one. Yeah. You can like shift right click and then go ahead and paste it everywhere. So that this one should have the same settings. 60 seconds, disable with redstone. There we go. And we keep doing that. Again, this one already has a control right there, so I don't have to worry about it. There we go. This is mostly concerned with our passive machines. This one, I don't know. Oh, yeah, you're able to keep up. Look at that. You can keep up just fine. I'll leave it. I guess I should give it as well because this is very important. Very important machine for us. These guys already have redstone control, so I don't have to worry about them. No, I'll leave those machines there for now. How is our temperature water doing? Treated water. 995. We have a good amount. Okay. Probably a good time for me to take a quick break, and then we'll come back and try to figure out what to do next. Titanium dust is being stuck somewhere, and I think it's because of you. Failed to extract the expected amount of items for stocking bus. That's probably because the thing powered off. Should be good now. All right, let's take a quick break and we'll figure out what to do next. Well, I should probably get something crafted, right? Nah, we'll come back. 1 second, thank you. Thank you. I'm getting better, I promise you. Hell yeah.
Watch out!
We can't put that on the cart, right? Or you can put it in the cart?
The cart?
It's right under you. It's right under you.
Let me know when to drop
The
it.
cards.
Drop it. You're good.
That's not making it up here, bro. That's not gonna make it.
He does look kind of constipated.
It's 'cause,
Okay.
like, I'm standing up straight.
Okay, first go to the left, and then you see a board, and I guess we only have one guy.
Okay, we're back. I thought about it. There's a couple of machines here that I also want to give control to so that they don't shut down. Yeah. There we go. Everything else I'll probably just leave here. Oh, you're damaged. Okay. Okay, so I think it's about time for us to start working on this project over here. Fully passiving the bacterial fats. We need to do this if we want to make tons of circuits. So if I try to craft 100 biowares, yeah, you'll notice here that most of the issues is phosphorus is going to build up over time. But you see how the lack of volumetric flasks, that is because each one is telling me it needs to craft a different fluid in the bacterial vat. So I need to get rid of these and not put them in level maintaining. I need to set these up to be full passive. So that is what's going to be next. So how many channels do I have here, first of all? 14 left. I highly doubt that that's going to be anywhere close to enough, but that's fine. I think I'm just going to hijack all power from this guy. And we're going to also like no longer rely on the Tesla tower. But let's figure this out. So we want raw biocatalyst medium. We're going to do it a top-down approach. Figure out the first bacterial vat we're going to need. So this guy needs raw growth catalyst. And the best recipe is mutagen. So we need to be able to craft mutagen as fast as possible. Which is this one. And I'm going to full passive this. So mutagen is up first. And we're just going to give it a real big power. And yes, I'm also going to give this wall sharing. How long have you been on this run now? I have caught the streams in a long ass time. It has been a long ass time. It's the same session. It does say your first time chatter, so I don't know if you've seen the VODs, but it's been a while. The minutes played, yeah, we're at 730 hours. But it's been good fun, honestly. The playthrough started late December of 2023. So we're approaching 2 years now. But this is also to anybody who is still unsure of playing GTNH. Don't take this as a sign to not play it because I'm taking so long. No. I consider myself a below average player. I'm very slow. And that should show you that if I can do it, you can do it too. Most of the time, I don't know what the heck I'm doing, but I'm still having fun, and that's what matters. Started watching on YouTube around episode 50. Jeez. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same playthrough, the one that started in December of 2023. It's been a really fun journey that has not stopped at all. I'm gonna wall share these. I know I said I've said this like forever actually when the playthrough started to not wall share, but I don't think I can do that anymore. I need to wall share. It's just more efficient. So what we're gonna do is build a 2x2 of bacterial vats to do each of the fluids that I need. But yeah, I appreciate the interest. It does mean a lot to me. 4, 5. How is this gonna go? You're gonna share one block, so 3, 4, 5. It's gonna be a 9x9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, you're up against the wall here. I don't know how I feel about that. So I've been putting it off, but it's about time really soon for me to deal with the mega apiary. All of this stuff I should probably get rid of. Let's do it. It's time. I'm not really gonna worry about bees anymore. But it finally happened where I'm like getting in the way of the bee area. Took a while. Because when I started this area, like the second part of the area, it's like way over here. Just this. It was just this up until the compact fusion. Just this. And now we keep adding stuff, and now we're treading into the mega apiaries territory. But I have to. It's time. I'm not really doing anything with the bees anymore either, so I'm okay with this. And I did want to integrate the mega apiary in our setup because right now it's on a subnet. But I don't know, it's kind of a lot to do. We do rely on the mega apiary for stuff like xenon, so I really should set it up. I'm not going to tear it down yet. I still need it. But really should include it. I'll just do this for now, and then I'm probably going to have to expand once I run out of channel space, because what I'm doing here is that I start off in the center. So this is the center multi-block, and I just go left, right, until I run out of channels. So 32 channels, and then I'm like, okay, keep going. But chances are, I feel like it's going to be groups of 3, now that I think about it, because we have a lot of space on either side. So maybe one on the center, and then over here we just go that way until we hit 32 channels, and then this way until we hit 32 channels, and I think I'll just do that from now on. Anyways, this guy. Sometimes I like looking back at the older VODs. It's just nostalgic. Been quite far. I think I can do tier. So this one needs CPM class. So I think if I get this guy and then give this a, no, I just have to have enough. What tier of glass is CPM glass? Tier 5. So I just need to have 5 of these guys here. And I think I have enough iridium reinforced glass. I got tons. Stainless steel, tons. I appreciate you organizing, though. Every time I get to the machines of a mod pack, it just turns into a mess. I'm really trying to, I don't know if you've seen my compact claustrophobia let's play, but it's a big mess in there. But I'm doing it on purpose. I'm trying to keep it organized, and I'm trying to follow a rule set too. For example, like they follow a line, right, of machines, and then whenever I run out of space, and whenever I run out of channels, the furthest machine dictates the farthest, like the last part. So I still have to build like qubits on this. So this is gonna have qubits over here, and then it's 1, 2, 3, and then a border, and then the next row of machine starts. So these bacterial vats are going to dictate the next, size of, or how far back this thing goes. And there's a reason why I like to do 3, because it gives me space to work on the back. And if I don't do that, then we have this issue where like this is in the way, this wall. So I can't really connect much stuff to it, but it's wall shared, so I'm not too worried about it. I try to keep it organized. Yeah, I'm trying to wall share these now. I always told myself not to wall share, like I won't wall share, but I can only be so stubborn. It's time. So now we're gonna have 4 wall shared bacterial vats. Absolutely, you're going to begin. This thing is going to be running nonstop. So Yeah, you're gonna have 4 auto taping maintenance hatches. This is expensive as heck. I don't even know if we can do this right now, or if it's gonna take too long. I'll try it. I'll leave it running. So, what this guy is going to need, we're gonna do this recipe. I want this to always be stocked with distilled water. So you're going to get a stocking input hatch. I'll throw you smack in the middle. It's only distilled water that you accept, right? Yeah. And I think I do have to expand it a couple of blocks. I'll do it up until here. Let me double check if there's any, if I can rip apart this. No, I can't. You're connected. So I'll just continue off of here and we'll do that. I'll do it over here. So we need to start here and then get my cubits. I like using cubits. Like that. So just stick to this line. Allie's gonna get mad at me for ripping apart the mountain after she tried so hard to clean it up, and here I am messing it up again. I will finish this pack though. It's gonna happen, and I'm making efforts to make it a lot more like efficient. All right, this guy is right here. Okay. And I'm going to make a new basement, which is just going to be expand 10 down and contract 1 down. Make sure nothing important is going to get deleted. This is just the wall, right? Yeah. Set air. There we go. I need the extra space to plug in stuff into the bacterial vats. Okay. And then go ahead and build the border. Set hand. And then this one and this one. That one. Set hand 13. There we go. And I'm going to leave the mountain here because I can't be bothered with it. And this is going to expand the basement, but I need to give this lave to make it look pretty. So 1 right there. And then I don't really like that, but it's gonna have to be like that. So right here. Right there. Set hand 12. There we go. And then you go from here all the way over here. Why am I starving? That never happens. There we go. And then you and you. Set hand 12. There we go. You and you are Aegon. Okay. All right, basement acquired, and all of that was so I can have extra space on like under the bacterial vat, so I can work with a lot easier. Yeah, and I'm going to commit to a 2x2 from now on. It is very important because the amount of like fluids we need, this is probably not even going to be enough. And I need to be less stingy about while sharing machines, because I tried at the very beginning of the pack. Really the only thing I've ever while shared in this playthrough was the quadruple EBF, and that's it. Okay, I should probably patch this up. Get a bunch of dirt, because if it is going to bother me, and if it bothers me, it's going to bother someone else. All right, out of sight, out of mind. Right there. Reverse terraforming. This is considered a back rooms. Once we get rid of the Mega Apiary, I'm gonna have to, because once I expand, that's it. The Mega Apiary's life is coming to an end. I mean the area itself. The apiary itself is going to be moved somewhere else to a more permanent spot. But the machines behind it, I'm going to get rid of them because I don't really have a use for them. So they all need to share distilled water. And then this recipe needs... Hang on. Infinity Catalyst dust. And you're going to make mutagen. I think I need more of these petri dishes, though. Yeah, I don't think I have any more of these. Just one. Oops. Let's make some more. Oh, no. We have to clean this also. I got plenty of this, though, which is great. Okay. So if I want this petri dish, this has to be mutagen. Tiny pile of infinity catalyst dust. Okay. And some petri dishes. Make some more of those. This is going to be a weird automation, I think. Well, actually, I feel like it's going to be easier because right now, our bacterial vat stuff, it's kind of cursed because we have it level maintained and it's like a weird setup. And no, I don't want to do this. I don't think it's going to be this complicated. How are these auto maintenance hatches going? This machine might have stopped. No, it hasn't stopped. What are you trying to craft? Or I think it made everything at once, and I just missed it. Okay. Uh-oh. We're out of americium. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, whenever we run out of americium, our base kind of shuts down because it takes forever for us to make this, and yeah, not much I can do about that. I'm gonna go ahead and cancel this then, and I won't worry about that. It's something I try to craft overnight. Often is americium. So we need that, and that stuff's it's not very expensive. It just takes forever to process. Anyways, what was I doing? Petri dish. Got a stack of those. I need the tiny infinity catalysts. Oops. I need the pound of those, and then I need some mutagen. Let's get some mutagen. I'm going to put that into here so that we get our scuffed clean room. I guess I have to let this charge for a little bit longer. Yeah. Okay, fine. Because we're trying to get more petri dishes. I wonder if I can, like... is there a way I can duplicate petri dishes? Is that how it works? I have no idea, but I'm not going to trust it. Let's continue setting this up while we're waiting around. So this guy's going to have the distilled water. All right. And then we need to give each of them infinity catalyst dust. So we need 2 separate stocking input buses. And then enough output fluid here. Okay. It's gonna be, there's probably gonna have to be some kind of redstone control to get this working, but I'll figure that out. So this is the only spot where all 4 of them will share. So I'm gonna leave it like that. This over here is 2 of them are going to share input. So this bacterial vat and this one will share this spot. And then this one, the other 2 will share. But this one, all 4 of them will share the fluid input. And then give them all a output hatch. So the most this is ever going to produce, unless it does outputs up to 1000x. I don't think it, like this is as fast as it's going to produce, right? Yeah, it's fine. We'll give them all, well, let's see here. This recipe is going to give out 18,000. Up to 18,018. I think I had it set up perfectly with this guy. Yeah, it's a HV output hatch is what I need. So I need 4 of you. And they're going to be separate, so I can, so the work gets a little easier. Okay. Okay, there we go. And then we put them in the centers right here. Like this. Right there. Okay. That's not centered, right? No. Centered. Right here. Up. Right. Oops. Oh, come on. Okay. You're also going to need a couple of radio hatches. What's the radio hatch that I'm using for this? And like what kind of material am I giving you? Plutonium 239. So I'm curious if this is just something I can mass produce and keep it always stocked. Let me check how much plutonium. What was it? I already forgot. IV radio hatch, plutonium 239. Is this something that we're always producing? How much plutonium do I have? 239. 120, that much. I don't think we're producing it too much. Where do we get this? Hmm. We're not mining it, but I think we have to if I want it running nonstop. Yeah, because we're not getting this anywhere. But I might be able to check something else. Like, what about plutonium 241? Is this something we're mining? Yes, we have two of them actually. One at Vega B and one at Barnard F. But I don't know if this is usable in the hang on, the plutonium 241 usable in the radio hatch. It is. Is it the same? 230 and 239 is 94 sieverts. It's the same. So I can probably just use this one, 241 instead. Either way, we're going to need a couple radio hatches. That's too big. Let's make these guys. Oh, it's a molecular assembler craft. Let's put that in the molecular ass. 4. 8x tungsten cable. Right there. And then, well, you're probably going to share with each other, so maybe you can have 2. You don't know how to make 8x tungsten cable. Of course you don't. That's a wire mill. Yeah, sure. This is 8x, right? Nope, you don't have any space. Oh, it's a rabbit hole here. That'll be this guy. I mean, I want to start replacing these with crafting input buses. How about now? I just need 2 of you. Well, no, wouldn't it just make sense to use 1? Yeah. Yeah, it would make sense to use 1. They all share each other. Okay, I'll do that. And then just give both of them a separate stocking input bus or hatch. I think that's what is what the other players do. Is to have it all sharing 1 so that it uses the least amount of resources. Yeah, we'll try that. And then stocking input hatch for this. And then gotta figure out the controls for this because this is just a weird multi-block because it expects half filled at all times. And that makes things weird. Oh, you know what? Let me check the clean room over here for this. Oh, excuse me. Are you clean? Yeah, you're clean. So I can give this the mutagen, petri dishes, and the infinity catalyst dust. Thank you. And then you should be able to make me some petri dishes over time. Why do I have this pattern in my hand? Did I forget to put it? Oh, I guess I did. Oops. Okay. Radio hatch. We have 1 anyway. I don't know why we have 1, but we have 1. And then we give this a radio hatch like that. And then we need another stocking input hatch, which is taking a while to craft. Oh, you need hammer. Oh, you're so expensive. All right. We'll leave it there. I do want this. So it looks like I'm going to have to craft americium overnight. Totally expected, though. It always happens. Okay. I think this is probably a good time for me to call this episode, though, because it looks like the next step is waiting for things. And yeah, I didn't really set this up, but I'm going to be honest. I don't know how to set it up because it's a little different. It's going to be different than what I have, and what I have is already weird. And I think I have to do something even weirder for this to really work. So I'm probably going to play with this in single player and get this going. And once I really figure it out, maybe I can talk about it on the next episode. So just to get this going, I'm going to make so much americium overnight. And yeah, we're really slow with producing americium. But once we get there's something here that we actually can get a ton of it. Americium plasma, what's this? Nuh-uh. Yeah, it ain't happening. But there's something here we can do to get americium. I think it's the space miner. Or the space elevator, sorry. Yeah, once we get a space elevator going, we're going to have basically infinite americium. We can also set up the bees, but I'm trying not to do bees too much anymore. But anyways, yeah, I'll leave it here for today. I'm going to craft a lot of americium. I'll get that working overnight. And then play with this a little bit off camera, the bacterial vat automation. I'm going to try and get it perfect so that it has the exact amount. Like halfway, 32,000, and then it processes only just enough for it to actually work. I'll give it a try. Anyways, we'll leave it here. For now, have a good night. I will be streaming tomorrow as well. It's already Sunday. Jeez, I had a lot of... This is probably the most I've played GTNH in succession for a while. It's because I had days off because of 4th of July weekend. So I've crammed in a lot of GTNH. It's been fun. But we got, I think, 2 more sessions, yeah, until I go back to work. It's almost a week. But we're getting a lot of progress, which is great. And tomorrow there's going to be more progress. But for now, have a good night. Take care. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.